welcome to Burgess Snowfield at Amherst Stadium, home to the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. The give to the tailback. Oh, what a move. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, what a cut. There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the back. Makes a man miss. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, he got loose. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. From the shotgun. Turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The option look. The pitch. Sweet cut there. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Petway. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed on the outside, it's Petway. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Baldwin. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Now the play fake. Got a man. It's Johnson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And that short completion now sets up a big third down here in the red zone for this team. They haven't scored yet. They're only trailing 7-0, and this is a big one. It's very, very hard to throw the football in this area of the field. But you get the feeling a critical third down now. They need something good to happen, putting a lot of trust in their quarterback to make the right decision and make the big play.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he catches it. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal, and trickeration equals touchdown.
And we saw them practicing this throughout the week, but when are you going to call it? Are you going to call it? Because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it, they convert. What a call by the offense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Oh, he's got some space. Just keeps moving. Touchdown, Indiana! He would not be denied.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking, because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Running into the open space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held onto it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Pulls it in. It's Petway. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted it. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll return it. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna run it. It's Hemby.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Gives it on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. They're working that left side. Breaks into the open. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Finds his big tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kidd Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Mountaineers will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, running back gets to give. To the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Using his legs, it's Hemby. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet them down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Hoosiers have a lot of options on second and inches. Rides the back on the option to give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
So now it's second and long. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take another shot here. And that ball's incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. From the gun, running back on the move. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella tight end.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
That's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. That's caught. It's McCulley. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give from the gun. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 20.